Hello and welcome back to the adventures of Pokemon Trainer Vega. Now, when we last left our protagonist, she had just finished the extremely difficult Sevi Island side quest, and was now about to cross the ocean back to the Impallet town. I just popped a repel here since there is absolutely nothing in these waters that I can potentially catch, so... just going to hold out for the one thing I can catch in the grass right below Pallet Town. Think you're Geki or something? You're not Geki. You're not even close to being as powerful and annoying as Geki. Plus your Pokemon I was able to murder. Unlike Gekis, who are apparently immortal. And here we have the one place where I can potentially catch something. I'm pretty sure there is actually only one thing in this grass, period. So... hooray! It's that super unremarkable Pokemon that I have a tendency to forget even exists! And man is it weak! Like there is no way I'll be able to deal any sort of damage to this thing without killing it. Even a Dragon Rage might have killed this thing. Pokédex data. It is very forgettable. People generally don't even recall that it exists. And because it's very forgettable and people don't even recall that it exists, its name shall be And would you look at that? We are home again! Well, with that, the only thing that's really left is Giovanni's gym, and I feel a bit underleveled for that, so... level grinding time! Oh, so that's what happens if I don't one-shot these dudes. Noted. For future reference, never use any attack that isn't going to one-shot these dudes. Man, that could have been awful. I could have lost my most evil companion. Though it occurs to me, there is in fact a better place to level grind than where I am currently level grinding, so... I am going to go there. Also, I have still not encountered a Ponyta. It's the most common encounter here, supposedly, yet I've encountered everything else but Ponyta. I've encountered a 10% encounter of Geodude several times, but not the 35% encounter of Ponyta. That is ridiculous. You know, I'm starting to doubt the statistics for this route. Just no ponies. Anywhere. Ever. There's the freaking Ponyta. Why did that take so freaking long? Way too long for me to be able to catch one. Not that I would have actually used it anyway, but... stuff. And there you go! Everything is up at level 39. 49, I mean. And now I am ready to face Giovanni's gym. That didn't take too long. Now then, who do I want leading there? Oh wait, Jake actually isn't at level 49 yet. What a blunder. Then again, he'll probably reach level 49 through the battles in the gym, so... meh, I'm going to head back to the gym anyway. The time has come for the final gym, in which I will face the Italian mobster Giovanni one last time. After which point I will get a preview at the final boss. Yo, champ in the making! Even I don't know the Viridian leader's identity. I have never considered just walking up to the end of the room and seeing who's there. Like seriously, how do you not know who the gym leader is? They told me they use ground types, and the first thing I encounter is a poison type. How logical! Now I kind of wish that I hadn't wasted the Psychic TM on Hannibal, who was going to learn Psychic anyway. Now I doubly wish that. Because Jake with Psychic would have been even more terrifying than Jake currently is. Also not a ground type. Just a regular old normal type. This also does not look like it's going to have any ground types. It looks like it's going to have fighting types, such as the ones I was just fighting to level grind. Indeed, that is not a ground type. I think that nobody in this gym seems to understand the concept of a ground type gym. At all. Ever. Though, as I noticed earlier, Machoke can be kind of terrifying if you can't one-shot it, so I'm going to switch into something that can one-shot it. Then again, I suppose it's actually for the better that there's a variation of types in here. Makes it a bit more interesting than just press A to win all the time. I mean, let's be fair, the last couple of episodes of this challenge have been extremely lacking in tension. Now, there's a ground type. Still far below my level, however. Like, I get that the gym leaders are supposed to be bosses and so they have higher levels than the other trainers, but does the difference really need to be this vast? And once again, not a ground type. Yet. And it never will be. Oh no, it became a ground type in the middle of the battle. Totally. That is what happened, right? I mean, it happens in the anime. So that was basically a dead end. And it occurs to me, I don't have that many healing items. I should go and get some healing items. For which I will have to go to another city. I feel like I don't really need to face all of these trainers, so I am going to try and avoid a few battles at least, because I can. I just want to get to Giovanni already. And this seems to be the last battle I'm going to have to do before I actually get to Giovanni, so that's nice. And once again, something that isn't likely to use ground types. Meh. Jake was actually getting a bit too strong anyway, plus I should preserve some surfs, so... Hannibal, my other psychic type, who actually has a psychic move. Right. And now I can get to Giovanni. Wahaha! Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again. So be it. this time I'm not holding back. Once more you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. I am not particularly worried. Even though you are stronger than the rest of the gym and could potentially give me trouble, but I don't think you will give me trouble. Because you see, my team is strong. And more varied than your team. Also, even your levels are a bit underwhelming, if I am to be perfectly honest. Wait, he doesn't have a Rhydon? I could have sworn he had a Rhydon. Also, did you get rid of your Kangaskhan, the most terrifying thing on your party? Why would you do that? You silly person! You're the final gym leader. You should... That was a truly intense fight. You have won. As proof, here is the Earth badge. But just seriously, you're the final gym leader. You should be super strong, rather than just being predictably strong. The Earth badge makes a Pokemon of any level obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also, take this TM. Consider it a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. TM26 contains Earthquake. It is a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. And yet the Celebi event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver seems to imply that he is planning to rebuild Team Rocket. Which I feel sort of makes Giovanni a bit of a loose end in the remakes, honestly. Like, he's planning to rebuild Team Rocket, but then you just never see that come to fruition at all, so I'm kinda like... Yeah, what was even the point of that? But before facing Geki here, I should probably heal up. Not because I got damaged in that battle, but because I don't have that many serfs left, possibly. Or I suppose I still have 10, because, well, I one-shotted everything, but still. What? Vega? What a surprise to see you here! So, you're going to the Pokemon League? You collected all the badges too? That's cool! Then I'll whip you, Vega, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League! Come on! Now, I haven't actually checked what his levels are going to be, so... I might potentially be in danger here. Or not. I mean, if his Pidgeot is level 47, then I'm going to assume that my team of level 49 Pokemon will be able to handle what he has. Because again, I am strong. And Pidgeot is not all that strong. Now he's probably going... I was expecting Executor. Well, in any case... No, actually I can stay in with Jake here. I was going to send out Sidious, but Jake is possibly stronger. Then again, Jake has a special attack lowering nature, so... Maybe not. Does he have Thunder? I feel like maybe I should switch into Sidious after all. Probably a safer bet. No, that is not Thunder, that is Bite. Still, yeah, that could have also been bad, come to think of it. Remembering our previous battle. In a way though, I feel like maybe them having this battle here is a bit of a spoiler, considering how he basically uses the exact same team as in the Pokemon League, except I see that some of it isn't fully evolved yet. So, okay then, I guess there is a bit of a difference. Agility, that boosts speed, right? Yeah, not the evasion, so I can still defeat it. Unless that flame wield hits way harder than I thought it would. But it didn't hit way harder than I thought it would. It didn't hit all that hard. Of course, it was also weakened by the rain that just stopped, so kind of a given. Yeah, evolve your Pokemon, Geki. At this point, you're really not gaining anything from having them at this unevolved stage. Or are you? I mean, I'm not sure when they learn new moves, so possibly. And with that, I should... Actually, I think I'll send in Hannibal. Just, Jake is a bit damaged and kind of frail, so... Wait a second. Hannibal is also kind of frail. Ugh, that could have been bad. That could have been super duper ultra mega super bad. And yes, I know I said super twice there. But it wasn't super duper ultra mega super bad. First of all, heal up. Next of all, Shadow Ball, which I now know is a physical move, so it actually won't be affected by his Calm Minding. Or maybe Flash. Nah, Shadow Ball. Oh wow, I'm actually faster. Huh. Well, I guess I didn't really have anything to fear from this Alakazam. I thought I did, but I didn't. What? I was just careless, you! Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. You know, you might be one step ahead of me at all times, but I'm still constantly stronger than you. That loosened me up. I'm ready for the Pokemon League. Vega, you need more practice. Never mind the fact that you just beat me. But hey, you know what? You know that. I'm out of here. Smell ya. How I long for the day when I murder all your Pokemon. And that day shall come very soon. And it's about time that Annie learns freaking Earthquake already. She's gone without it for far too long. Also, I've still got that return TM, but I'm still going to need the HM moves, so that will have to wait for another time. Huh. Well, before entering Victory Road, I suppose I might just deliberately kill the Mankey, one of the first Pokemon that I killed by accident when I was trying to catch it. But it didn't matter, because I eventually got Tsundere anyway. For all the insane experience that gave me. Now, I shall go through Route 23, where I shall see if there is something for me to catch, but I actually don't think there is. I mean, I know there's grass here, so... But is the grass before or after the water? I'm not entirely sure. It's after. So, if there even is anything here, my encounter might be wasted on just water Pokemon. Of which I know there is nothing I can catch. Because I already have everything. Well, wasted encounter number 1. Slow. And here's some grass, so to see if encounter number 2 or 3 will net me something, but I doubt it. That is indeed not something. Oh, but finally, wild Pokemon at a decent level. Nope. I'm gonna burn you to death just for the heck of it. Oh no, how terrifying. Whatever shall I do? You have been burned to death just for the heck of it. Now then, Victory Road, where there might be things for me to catch, but I feel like it's something that I'm going to end up murdering regardless. Yes, out of sheer principle, I refuse to catch you. For you cost me my Beedrill, and I have never forgiven you for that. It's murder time! And there was much rejoicing. And now that murder time is over, it is repel time. Nah, I'm not good enough for you. I am infinitely better than you. How did you even beat Giovanni with a level 42 person? Never mind, I also had a person in my champion team in Fire Red. It did nothing. It was a complete waste of space. It pretty much just went in there because I felt I shouldn't go in there with a team of only 5, but for all intents and purposes I did, because the 6th member was never even used. Oh no, it's faster than me. Now it's probably going to hit first and do nothing. Alright, these guys actually have healing items that they are willing to use. Huh, so fly and wing attack actually deals the same amount of damage. That's interesting. Jake, or no, Annie. Annie is bulkier and now has Earthquake, and she needs to be able to test Earthquake. That was a critical hit. I don't really have anything to worry about then. Earthquake! I am Vulpix, hear me roar! But you're not even going to have time to roar at me, because you are going to die. I am Ninetales, hear me roar as well. No! I could have a Ninetales if I so feel like it. In fact, from what I can tell, Judy actually has a pretty good nature. She is timid, so plus speed minus attack. However, I have Lewis, and I don't feel like switching out Lewis, for he is my trusty starter, who has been with me since the beginning. And he is cool. Well, here I'm going to have to choose one item or the other. That's lame. That is a TM2. I'm pretty sure Lewis can learn that. And that is something I would probably like him to have. Yes, Lewis can indeed learn that. I mean, strictly speaking, what was I ever going to do with Steel Wing? It's like, it would be good against rock types, but he is quadruply weak to rock types. Why would I ever keep him in against rock types at this point, when I have both Annie and Jake? Actually, Annie has been with me pretty much the whole time, but she's never really had much of a particularly good move pool, does she? She still has Poison Sting, which has just never been a particularly strong move to begin with, so kind of a waste that she still even has that. And she has Strength, which I suppose is decent, but yeah, as soon as I'm done here, I am going to teach her Return instead. And then just look over my TMs to see if there's anything else of interest that she could learn that would be better than Poison Sting and Sand Attack. Then again, Sand Attack actually has its usability, but meh. I mean, I am now approaching the end game. My team needs to be strong. My team also needs to be higher leveled. I'm probably going to level grind them up to level 60 before I enter the league. I mean, the level limit is 63, but I was able to get by with level 60 the last time, so I should probably be able to get by with level 60 this time. Okay, now that one is actually going to be immune to Earthquake, so... No, Sidious. Oh, wait. No. That is a terrible idea. Why did I do that? Thankfully, it didn't use a fire move. So, Jake... Well, way to not use the super effective fire move against the thing that was weak to fire moves that was out just now. And now you do that against the opponent that resists them. Yes, you did have a chance when Sidious was out, and you could have used Flamethrower for massive damage, but you didn't, because you are a stupid person. Yes, I know where we are. I'm not blind. Okay. For one thing, Annie shouldn't be up front anyway right now, because she is level 50 and I have level 49 stuff. But also, Machoke, the thing that I need to be able to one-shot. Lest it used revenge on me, which would be terrifying. Lead with a Machoke, then send in a Machop. Wonderful. Clearly, you have the most brilliant strategies I have ever seen. Ever since that time in Pokémon Moon when I was in the Battle Tower and encountered a Durant with the Truant ability. Why would anyone ever use that? Yeah, challenging the Elite Four is indeed kind of my plan at the moment. And then I'm going to win. And then I'm going to be the champion. And then I'm going to take over the world with my team. Team Your House is on Fire. In hindsight, maybe Team Your House is on Fire is a bit of a lame name. I should aim higher than just putting people's houses on fire if I want to take over the world. I mean, seriously, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should instead be Team Nuclear. Ah, but I don't have any nuclear missiles. I wouldn't be able to live up to my name if I was Team Nuclear. So, meh, for the time being, Team Your House is on Fire it is, I suppose. Overheat, eh? Meh, I have Flamethrower. Perhaps my foolish childhood self may have favored moves like Overheat or Thunder over Flamethrower and Thunderbolt, but I am no longer such a foolish person. I have learned. Oh, if only we were in Generation 6 now, then I would have the type advantage with Sidious. But we are not, so I don't. Therefore Tsundere. Of course, Tsundere should probably be fighting here anyway, because levels. Oh, you horrible thing of horror, you. Ah well, even with that, it's a Clefairy. I am going to assume that yes, I could indeed one-shot it. Dugong. That should also be weak to fighting. Also, super creative name. What a super creatively named line this is. Ah, Chansey. One of the Pokemon that just suffered completely horribly from the splitting of the special stat in Generation 2. Where it went from just being insanely strong in both special defense and special attack to having basically no offensive capabilities whatsoever. Much like an extreme version of what happened to Gyarados. I'm running out of Thunderbolts. I should probably take Sidious out of the front for a bit. I suppose the pronunciation of the name Blastoise never really makes all that much sense if it's a combination of Blast and Turtis. Shouldn't it be Blastis instead? Yet apparently the canonical pronunciation is Blastoise. This has been your random musing on a random Pokemon name. Man, that was a lame burn, Miss Cool Trainer Carolyn. You know what? Just for that, I am going to demonstrate how good I, as a matter of fact, am. By burning your stupid level 42 Bellsprout to death. And your level 42 Weeping Bell. You know, I weighed the benefits of keeping it as a Weeping Bell and found that there was no point, unless you desperately wanted Stomp. There you go. Victory Bell looks weird in this generation. I mean, Victory Bell looks weird in general, but its design just is kind of off compared to what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't really quite match the artwork by Ken Sugimori, so... I kind of messed up the way I said that, it just sounded extremely Norwegian. Sugimori. Which, by the way, is not pronounced Sugimori, and anyone who calls him Sugimori should not really have anything bad happen to them, because I suppose that's just the easiest way to pronounce it for them. What? Just because my character is evil, that doesn't mean that I'm evil. Even though I make no distinction between when I'm playing the role and when I'm just talking normally, so... Yeah, well, I'm afraid there can only be one champion, so... If you're trying to become champions together, you are going to fail. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. Then again, I mean, Lewis could probably handle it just fine, but... I think I'd rather be safe and send out Jake. And Hannibal. The two things that I know can handle this. Unless they were to surprise me with some terrifying attacks of terribleness. That's rather terrifying, actually. Yeah, make that very terrifying. Then again, I am fast and overleveled compared to them, so... But if this doesn't kill, then Hannibal is dead. Just no two ways about it. And Thrash continues to hit the same target for a while, doesn't it? So... You know what I was saying about Hannibal being dead? Yeah, Hannibal is dead. I suppose that means that I am actually going to have to use the child kidnapper. Well, first death in a good long while. First death that I actually care about in an even longer while. Now, can I make it to the end from here without any further battles? Because I am now down a team member, so I need to bury him. Apparently I can't, but if I'm not mistaken, the exit is right over there, so just gonna push onward. Wait a minute, he didn't even want to fight me, so yeah. Hannibal, you have been a faithful companion throughout pretty much my entire journey. For much of the game, you actually carried my entire game to the point where I almost got a bit annoyed at how overleveled you were. But that is now come to an end. Goodbye, Hannibal. You shall truly be missed. Well, thankfully I have one thing that can potentially replace him. I'm not exactly sure how good Hypno's move pool is going to be, but I mean, what else do I have? I suppose I have Slowpoke as a potential... Or wait, doesn't this free up the space for Judy? Then again, does Judy actually have any good moves that I could use? Excuse me, gotta check a bit. Okay, Judy is kind of out of the running entirely because she doesn't even get any psychic moves at all. So it's either Ragyo or Dory. Both of them have their advantages over the other, but I feel like since I already have a water psychic type, Ragyo is probably my best bet here. She is going to learn psychic in a couple of levels, and after that, she will also be able to get Calm Mind, so yeah, it works. Vega has finally made it to the Pokémon League, but she has suffered the terrible loss of her good friend Hannibal. Now, will she finally be able to defeat the Elite Four and the champion? Find out next time!